Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Shojo's Bizarre Adventure. It is I, your host, Stella Luna.
And Laura and you said, hello, everyone.
Hello. Okay, so I've been a little addicted to Fortnite lately.
Yep.
And when I say a little, I mean a lot. That's all I've been playing for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Fortnite. And I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. I'm like, Stella, it's Fortnite. And I'm like, yes, I know it's Fortnite. But it's really fun. It is so unserious. It is such an unserious game.
You know what? Fortnite just reminds me of a 2020 TikTok. Was it 2020? 2021? That little kid singing the Victory Royale song.
Oh, yeah. Wait, with Victory Royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we're about to get down. Get down.
Yeah.
Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friends got down. Da 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 da. Yeah, it was Chug Jug. That's what it's called. The song's called Chug Jug.
Yes.
Yeah, because the reason it's called that because it's in the game. There's a thing called a Chug Jug that you drink and it heals you completely and you have shields. Which shields essentially are if somebody hits you, it doesn't actually take down your health. It just it's like a shield on you, if that makes any type of sense. But anyways, yes. But they don't even have that in the game anymore. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite lately. And it was funny because we started before the podcast, we were actually talking about games and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how there's so many free to play games, right? So many. I was just showing Laura about Fortnite. Not only has their battle royale now, they've always had, but they also have Lego Fortnite. And they have a rhythm game called Fortnite Festival, and they have Rocket Racing, which is a racing game. They have all of these little game modes within Fortnite, but it's all completely free. You do not have to pay for it at all. Zero money. Zilch. Nada. Nothing at all. And I've been doing Lego Fortnite for since its release, which it was only 2 days ago, I think 2 or 3 days ago now, and the amount of people that have been playing it is crazy. And so for those who don't know, Lego Fortnite is Legos, but it's not a battle royale like the original game. It is imagine taking Minecraft and then having sprinkled in a little bit of Animal Crossing. So basically, you start out in the middle of nowhere and you have to build a village. And you get wood and you find rocks and you explore caves and there's monsters and you have to survive. And there's a lot of stuff that happens. And essentially, you create this town, right? Or towns or whatever, right? You do whatever you want in Lego Fortnite. Mm-hmm. And you also get villagers, right, of different Fortnite characters. So it's like Animal Crossing, except you don't, except you could die. You could die, like in Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
But I think I like it more than Minecraft because the thing I don't like about Minecraft is I don't like the blocks, which is the whole point of the game. I mean, it's a big ass that is just blocks.
Yeah.
But I'm not into the blocks, And
no, it looks super cute from what I saw when the little clip that you showed me while you were playing it. Yep. It looks really cute. I'm very tempted.
Oh, you should download it. Yeah. We could make our own little make a Shojo's Bizarre Adventure place.
Oh, yes.
But the thing that's crazy is that this game is completely free, right? And we were talking about how these games that are free to play, how they make probably so much more money than they would being a game you would just buy and then play on your own.
Yeah, I mean, the average game is what, maybe $50-$60 nowadays?
Yes, yep.
Which, I mean, if we're just going off by how much I've spent in mobile games, it's been way more.
Well, I've spent probably about $50 at least on Fortnite for the last 2 weeks because I wanted really cool skins. There were some skins that I wanted and I was like, I want to not look like a basic girl. I'd want to have a scout skin. So I bought some skins. But yeah, well, I've already paid as much as I would for just buying the game,
Yeah.
But the thing that makes it like way more, I would say like what brings it like more money is because like, and what makes these games really successful is that these games, are free to play, yes, but like they have the adults who pay the virtual currency to be able to run, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not only just that, but even update the game and make new things for the game, right?
Yeah.
Rather than pay just a flat fee and that's like the whole game.
Yeah, because one of the things that I personally have enjoyed from just playing mobile games or games like even like Fall Guys,
Yeah.
there's updates. The updates are so regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Because like with other games, like I'll use Project Diva as an example. The last Nintendo Switch update was last year, I think.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even tell the difference, to be honest.
Yep.
I was like, oh, they added a few songs. Okay, but it still looks exactly the same.
Yep.
And then
Well,
you have Project Sakai that just got I mean, this is the Japanese server that's a year ahead. A full UI update,
mm-hmm.
new notes, new graphic pack and lighting and camera angles, like
Mm-hmm.
for a free to play game.
Yep.
Insane.
Yeah. Well, and that's and the other thing too is like with Project Diva, you pay for it, and then that's it. Like that's basically it. Like yeah, they will update it to like fix bugs and like patches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like DLCs don't really come around that often, right? And because like they don't know if they're going to be able to make enough to bring in for those DLCs, right? Like if they get the DLC pack, are they going to make enough back? With people purchasing it. Whereas like something like Project Sakai, they can completely get new songs constantly because they keep making money over and over and over and over again, right? Because
Yeah.
people pay for gems and they want to do the gotcha roll and they want to do all that stuff and get the new songs and
They get you with a subscription too. A lot of games have like subscription services that you get like extra, I don't know,
or battle
energy
passes.
or yeah.
Well, and the crazy thing about battle passes is that like in Fall Guys or Fortnite, which are both epic games, they have a battle pass that you can pay for. It's like usually like 8, 9, $10, something like that. But then within those battle passes, you get the in-game currency. So by the time if you finish it, you have more in-game currency than when you started. Like basically like you would have let's say I think it's like 950 V-bucks for Fortnite, right? So if you paid for it, you get 950 V-bucks, and that's how much the battle pass is it's in-game currency of like 950, right? You pay for it. By the end of it, you will make that all completely back, and you can either not touch it and use it for the next battle pass, or you could use that and go get another skin from the shop, right? So like you could just pay one time and you can keep getting the battle pass every single time, which comes with new skins and new equipment and new things constantly, right? Plus on top of that, like there's so many like new maps and all this stuff. And it's crazy to me that we've kind of evolved like this in gaming. But I actually don't hate it, to be honest.
I love it.
Yeah.
I rather just play these type of games than like go and buy a $60 game. Like
well, when I was a kid, a teenager, I played MMORPGs, right? Back then, like JR or yeah, JR MMORPGs. Yep.
Trying to think
no,
of
wait, MMO or JRPGs. Yes, that's the correct word. I was like, what is the correct word? Anyways, sorry. I played a lot of them, right? And, back then I really wanted like some in-game stuff, right? Like I would see in the shops and I'm like, oh, I want that really cute, like little outfit or armor set. That's so cute, And I would ask my mom and she'd be like, no, like, what's the point, right? It's not like real. So what are you paying for, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's true. Like, you don't actually get anything. Like, don't actually get anything. But here's how I look at it now, right? As an adult, yes, you don't physically get anything, right? But you are helping support the game when you do pay for it, right? Like if you do like give some of your money for in-game currency, you are paying, you're help paying the devs, the people who work on the game, the people who are coming up with the ideas, the people like you're paying, for their paychecks the same way as you would pay for a game. Yeah. Like yes, you don't get to keep all this stuff like if it shuts down.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
But you still support someone who's working on it,
Yeah. I mean, that's what I tell myself. I'm just, supporting the game, becoming more broke.
Yeah, supporting the game for this this card.
I'm like, I'm just dressing up my virtual children. Okay, just let me be.
Yeah, I mean, like I've bought skins off of the store, the item shop, or same in Fall Guys too. Like I have so many Fall Guys skins. Some of them are from the passes, right? The fame passes is what they call them. Yeah. Like I had to grind for Hatsune Miku. Oh my god. Like Hatsune Miku was like level 100 and I had to grind for that so many times. And I was like, it was tiring. It was really tiring to try to get to that. But I got her. But then they had Blunderland Miku, which was like the Fall Guys special Miku that you could just outright buy.
Yeah.
Which I have OG Miku and I get to be cool like that because I get OG Miku. But yeah, like I'm supporting, like I play that game all the time and I'm supporting by paying. Like yes, like if the game did shut down, I don't really keep it. Like, like I don't get to keep it or anything. But, like I help pay for their paychecks, essentially.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you're helping other people also get like the cool things for them to enjoy.
Yeah.
You're welcome, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's just funny because like with Fortnite, they've added these like whole new like levels or not even levels, these new like games within it, which I think is so smart. Like I actually think it's incredibly smart because Fortnite, a lot of people are like, oh, Fortnite cringe, all this stuff. And I get it. It's cringe. But like the amount of collabs they do is wild. Like right now, Peter Griffin's in Fortnite. That's very strange. I will say that. Yeah. I'm not a Family Guy kind of gal, but like, it is very strange, like you can have Peter Griffin fighting Eren Yeager and Goku all at the same time.
Oh my god. Dude, but, wait, I have seen the Goku skin.
Yes. Yeah, Goku, Vegeta. If they
add Sailor Moon,
no, they should, but they might not ever have Sailor Moon, to be fair. Because it was funny because someone's like, oh my god, what if they get Miku in Fortnite? I don't think that's ever gonna happen though.
I've seen those comments before.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Miku's gonna ever be in Fortnite. And I know people are like, but she's in Fall Guys, and it's like, okay. But you have to think about it this way. Guns.
Yeah.
Guns. Sailor Moon is more likely than Miku, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah.
Because people are like, well, Miku's had guns in the past, and like not officially, not with Krypton, right?
Yeah,
like yes, there are songs with Miku and guns. Like there's God, I'm trying to think of some of them. Like there's like a Mitchie M song, I think.
Yeah,
no,
there's a few.
Yeah, like where she's like a what do they call it? A sukeban. Like the delinquent girls. And like Miku there, I've seen songs with Miku with a gun. But is Krypton going to let her be in a collab where there are guns and violence, Because when I think about Miku collabs, like official ones, they're never involving anything like that. Like Fall Guys is a very non-violent game, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think she could ever be in Fortnite because of the guns. Now, the Fortnite Festival, maybe. They might allow that, actually. But I don't think she'd ever be in the Battle Royale game. Maybe Lego. Maybe, but then that's also a lot of like trying to get copyrighted stuff like to cross over and stuff like that, and that's usually hard as well too. But
Yeah,
maybe Miku Lego, that would be so cute.
that would be cute.
But I don't think is I don't I think the likelihood of it is not gonna happen because like
Hmm.
Miku and guns is just not gonna ever like happen. I do remember though this MMD back in the day, like in God, it was like I think I saw it in like 2000 and like 9 or something like that. And it's this whole MMD where like so Len is like sneaking into Miku's room and he like opens up her drawer and he pulls out like her panties and he's like ha 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 because he's like
Oh,
because you know
I
it's
think
like
I see that one.
like him being like yes, here's the fucking perv whatever. So you got and then like Miku opens the door, she slams open and she's like really mad and he's like and so you know like she goes to like smack him and like kick him and all that stuff and he like moves out of the way and like there's like a big fight and then like uh basically like Miku just starts like pulling out guns from under her skirt just like randomly and I'm like where did you that's a bazooka, where did you get that, like where are you hiding that, like
Oh my
what
God.
and she like just pulls out these guns and I'm like where are you hiding these guns and starts like shooting at Len and she's like give me my underwear back, but there's no like actual like talking in it, it's just all music. It's a very funny MMD, but like in MMD she has guns all the time, but
Yeah.
I don't think Fortnite like or Krypton will let her have like officially have guns, you know.
Well, yeah, like I mean, if they bring to any single like Krypton collab, it's usually Miku, Rin, and Len.
Yeah.
The three can well, yeah, they're like the three minors.
Yep.
Or the younger looking ones. I don't think it would work.
I don't think it's gonna
With
happen.
the guns. Yeah.
I don't. I think
mean,
Sailor Moon is more likely at this point,
yeah,
to be
it
honest.
would look Len will look really funny holding a gun. Just using it for battle.
Oh my god! I just like imagine Len holding that like little gun and he's like driving around. Oh my god! He's like he goes up against Eren Yeager. He like put him up, Eren Yeager.
Not gonna lie, I was a little tempted to get Fortnite during the JJK collab.
Oh yeah, they do.
The Gojo skin.
I've killed Gojo. I've killed Gojo. Yeah, that was that. God. Yeah, because I forget so Jujutsu Kaisen's also. I'm sorry.
It was just his birthday.
2
days ago.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, rip. He's a Sagittarius, just like me and you.
Yeah.
It was meant to be, I guess.
It was meant to be.
But yeah, no, because like Attack on Titan makes sense, right? Because Attack on Titan has guns, and you know, I don't know if Dragon Ball has guns, but it has fighting and it's shonen. Like,
yeah, it has fighting.
Shonen, I feel like is so like it sucks because like I would love to see Sailor Moon. I would definitely be rocking a Sailor Moon skin in Fortnite. But I don't know if Naoko Takeuchi would like allow that. I don't know if she would be like, yes, it's okay to be in Fortnite. Yeah. I don't think we're ever gonna get that either, which sucks because it's like all the franchises I love will probably never ever be in Fortnite, like ever. I can't even think of one that I really like that will actually be, because it's like none of the stuff I like usually has guns in it, you know?
Well, yeah, it's like magical girls have their own like their own wands and stuff to use. They don't use guns.
They don't use guns. No.
Oh.
Well,
Madoka
might though.
Madoka could work.
Yeah, maybe.
Although they're kids, but like they.
I mean,
I know Homura has guns. Yeah.
Eren and Mikasa are in Fortnite, and they're not the adult versions of themselves. They're children. But I'm about to say, like, Sailor Moon could theoretically, because there is like that one episode in like the second season, the second arc, where they meet Chibiusa for the first time, and she pops out of the sky and she holds a gun up to Usagi's head, and she's like, "Where's Sailor Moon? Where's the silver crystal?" And she's like, "Huh? What? Why is this literal 6-year-old holding a gun to my head?"
Yeah. Just add Chibiusa there.
Yeah. They don't know Sailor Moon, just Chibiusa. And Chibiusa in Fortnite.
Yes.
Because like, it's not that like guns don't exist in Sailor Moon. I just like they just don't fight with them usually.
Yeah, they don't fight with it.
I don't fight with guns, even though there is that one part where Chibiusa with a gun, and I'm like, where did you even get that? Like, is like in Crystal Tokyo, do they have guns? Do they like? How do you know what a gun is? Like, I feel like during like the year 3000, they don't have guns anymore.
Not that type of gun that she pulled out.
I know. I was like, where did you pull that out of? I don't. But no, there's just like a lot of the stuff I like just is not ever like another one I don't think we'll ever get is a Pokemon in Fortnite. It's like never, because like guns, like guns just no like no guns.
And also Nintendo is just
yes
very strict.
They are very strict. Yeah, I was about to say they are actually very strict. Because, like, it's not that, like, Nintendo, like, it goes no guns, but, like, there are specific franchises where they would be, like, no guns. Well, because, like, Solid Snake is now in Fortnite as well, too. Well, he's going to be. He's dropping here soon. But, like, Solid Snake is in there. We have, Peter Griffin. We have JJK. We have Attack on Titan. We have, like... M&M's in Fortnite.
Yeah. And then I've seen a lot of like TikToks about, I mean, of course the M&M like concert collab thing that just happened, but Ariana Grande also had one.
Yep.
Like they've been having like a lot of really cool looking events.
Yeah, they have. No, they really have. But it's just like I would love Sailor Moon in Fortnite, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think that's gonna ever happen. Same with same with like any of the other like franchises I like, because like I do like Attack on Titan a lot actually, but like I wouldn't be like I'm buying merch of it, I'm buying this and that. Like it's not like that type of favorite. I just like the story, but I'm not like attached to anybody in that way. Like it doesn't fit the aesthetic for me. It's just a story I like, you know.
Have they done a Chainsaw Man collab? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I have no clue.
If they release a Makima skin,
oh my god, it's all over. It's all over for people.
All over that.
No, they haven't. I don't know what next anime they'd probably do a collab with, to be honest. Like I can't really think of any like. Do they have My Hero? They do have My Hero.
Oh.
I think.
Aren't they kids? They're kids too.
Yeah, but like Bakugo has explosives for hands and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, they're in Fortnite too. They're in Fortnite. My Hero's in Fortnite as well.
Fortnite has everyone. I need to download it.
Yeah, play with me. But you know what though? So kind of going along with the gaming stuff. That's something I saw this week that I just totally am like in shock about. So there was a clip that's been going around of this streamer, of this girl, a female streamer who is live on Twitch, and she has no top on, but you don't see anything. It's only you see like basically like above, like where like basically the screen stops right above where her nipples are, right? But she's completely topless, at least from what we can see, right? And she's just doing some just chatting, and you know, like when people sub to her, she does like the me dance, and you see like her like it's basically just softcore at this point, right?
Yeah.
And people have been upset about it, and I think rightfully so, right? I think there's multiple reasons to be upset. So before I go into it more, I will say the one thing I'm not upset about is like I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to slut shame somebody, right? And getting their bag and stuff like that and the type of content they do, right? Because if you want to do that sort of content, that's fine. Whatever. You can do whatever you want. That is fine. The problem with this is the doubled standard that's going on right now that everyone's really upset about. And as a VTuber, yes, VTubers are very upset right now. And rightfully so, right? Yeah. So in the past, we've had VTubers get banned off of Twitch for their models, right? An example, a really good example, was a model that Neanners from, well, at the time she was with V Shojo. She's no longer with V Shojo. She
Mm-hmm.
debuted a model, and it was like this bodysuit type thing. And she got banned from the website for a few days, right? For this
Yeah.
model, even though there wasn't like everything was covered, right? And
Mm-hmm.
VTubers are banned for stuff, right? And I'm like, a lot of times VTubers, their models aren't real people, yet they get banned. But
Yeah.
this girl can do this, and she not a single ban, nothing. They say nothing, even though like I think objectively it's just worse. Like being a
Well,
real person,
yeah.
you know?
I agree. Yeah.
Um and on top of that, like Twitch needs to start being more consistent with their TOS, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
if they want to allow that stuff on the website, they can, totally fine. But let's not like ban other people because for doing essentially the same thing or something
Yeah.
similar or not even to the same degree, right? And it's that double standard. Like I've definitely been banned on TikTok for my model. And even if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing anything, right? I the very first time I got banned on TikTok was I did this video and it was a joke. It's a joke, it's an innuendo. It's not even like it was an innuendo, and it was like if you don't get it, you don't get it, right? Like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
showed nothing or anything. And basically on the video, it was with the song with like it went good morning, do 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 do, life could be do but do do
Oh, yeah.
do 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 do, that song, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it said good morning on it, and it so the two O's were the two girls sitting here on the chest,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And so there's a G and a D on each side of it, right? And then the morning
Yeah.
was missing an I, and it was down at my hips, right? And it's just a funny little haha. It was a joke. It was just a joke. And if you don't get it, you don't get it, right? Um,
Yeah.
and
But that
it was
doesn't go. It doesn't go against their guidelines. I've
no.
read those guidelines.
No. It does not go against their guidelines. I've
Yeah.
read
Yeah. Yeah.
I even read it after that, and I'm like, there's nothing that actually goes against this because I'm like, they
Mm-hmm.
got me for nudity and sexual activity, and I was like,
Yes.
I'm in a model that's fully clothed, and my model is fully clothed. Like that model that I had
Mm-hmm.
was fully clothed. It was a joke. It was just a simple little joke, and they got really mad about that, and they banned me, and they
Yeah.
permanently banned me. And I had to have a friend help me get it back, but without him, my account would have been completely banned. Like no, like because they denied me the very first time. And I was like,
Mm.
"Are you shitting me right now?" Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, that wasn't even that bad. While meanwhile, I will literally report
Oh
videos.
yeah. I report videos too. The ones that I know that for sure that is against the guidelines.
Yes. Well, like I'll get like every so often, like not
Mm-hmm.
super often, but like every few months, I'll get like one video, like it's a slideshow, and
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
be like women in Africa, right? And the reason that people are posting it is because they're nude, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I am one of, like when the context is like this is not sexual, I understand like this is not sexual,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that the people who are posting this are not posting it for educational purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. They're not. They are posting it because they're like, I want to post. I want to post titty, and I want to get away with it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's why they do it, right? And I'll report stuff like that, or I've gotten slideshows of literal hentai before on Twitter or on Twitter, sorry, TikTok. I reported it. No violation. No
What?
violation.
Dude, okay. I've had two videos that have been fully removed. A lot of them I can just appeal and then they bring it back because it
Mm-hmm.
didn't go against their guidelines.
Mm.
One video that got fully removed for nudity was a clip of the third Watakoi OVA when Hirotaka and Kamakura are in the sauna.
Uh huh.
They were like, nope, they're nude. It's like, dude, they're
Oh,
wearing towels. It's like right there. They're not real.
I know. It's just a clip from an anime.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like it's freaking Watakoi of the anime. It could not be more like vanilla.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. And so like I sit there and I'm like, I don't understand like
yeah.
why like it gets taken down because I'm like, it's not even sexual. That's
It's
the
not. No,
thing.
no, no. And like even language wise, because the other video they got removed completely from TikTok was I play the mobile game Tears of Themis. It's like an Otome game. I think I've spoken about it
Yeah.
in the podcast before. But when you open the app, you get to hear all the voice actors say the game name. And one of them, it sounds like he's saying Tears of Penis. So so I just like record like did a screen record of like the like opening the app, and the only thing I said in the in the in the voice recording was I actually pronounced penis, and they were like, nope.
No, and you're like, okay, I
No, like
guess.
absolutely not. Like, dude, I've heard so many people say more vulgar things on TikTok than me just like the video would have been less than 5 seconds long.
It's just like it's the double standard
It's
for me.
yeah,
Right?
it
Or
is.
like I remember scrolling on TikTok one time and I came across this video of a 16-year-old
Mhm,
wearing a one of the cow bikinis and it was too small for her. Like she was small and I was
mhm.
really uncomfortable because I was like this is a minor. And
Yeah,
I
I have I've seen
and
stuff
you
like
know,
that.
I saw and I looked at the comments cuz I was like so curious. I'm like, okay, what are these comments going to look like? And you know, they were other like they were a lot of them were like women saying like, "Hey, like don't be posting this." And like
Yeah.
and you know, then you have like other teens going, "Why are you sexualizing a minor?" And it's like, "Oh my god. I literally I'm about to end it all right now." Like
Mhm,
I'm like, don't be making me the bad guy here. Like, I'm not the
mhm.
one you should be worried. Like, why are you saying and I'm like, okay, here's the thing though, is like you sitting there and like you're like, what about the pool? And I'm like, okay, you're sitting there, you are trying to be sexy, you are wearing
Mhm,
a bikini way too short for you. And look, I'm
mhm.
not one to sit there and go like you can't wear like tell someone what they can and cannot wear
Yeah, yeah.
after they're 18. After they're 18 because I'm like there is a line where it's too far and that is too
Mhm.
far. I'm like you are first of all, I've seen that bikini on lingerie websites. So don't even give me that. I fucking know where you've bought that from. But second of all, that like you just don't do that,
There's
right?
so many creeps, dude. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
amount of
TikTok's full of them too.
yeah, like even if you disable like the download, I mean, they can just screen record the video. It's
Yeah.
not going to stop anyone.
Yeah, it doesn't stop them. Like it does not stop them. Also, they can now download the video from the web browser.
Oh,
I
really?
I learned that. Yeah, you can download from the web browser now. So
Okay.
there's that too as well. And like it's just bad. And on top of all of that, like I've seen also like teenagers cosplaying from things like Nekopara as well. And I'm like, please don't, not Nekopara. Like I get it, like they're cute and they wear these cute maid dresses and stuff like that. But Nekopara is a hentai game at the end of the day. That's what
Mhm.
originally it is. Yes, it has a very wholesome anime, I guess. I haven't seen the anime, but people have said it's wholesome. But the OG source material is a porn game. That's what it
Mhm.
is. The porn game about cat girls who are like 9 months
Yeah.
old.
And it's like you got to know the audience. So
Yeah.
if you start posting like cosplay videos about that series, like
Yep.
it's going to attract the not the type of people that you want to attract to
Yeah.
your
Or
page. Yeah.
or like I've seen also teenagers cosplay like Panty from Panty and Stocking. And I'm like, let's not cosplay from adult material as a minor. Like, that's because, like, okay, here's the thing, right? Is like you are going to get in trouble, or somebody else is going to get in trouble, even though, yes, the adult should probably make sure that the person they're talking to isn't underage. But as someone who cosplays, it's really fucking difficult sometimes to know like how old someone is based on how they look, right?
Yeah.
Because like cosplay can make, like, I remember there was a time me and a friend of mine were cosplaying from Haikyuu, and we were cosplaying Hinata and Kageyama, right? And we met with these other two we met these other two Haikyuu cosplayers who were also Kageyama and Hinata as well. And we were talking to them, and we're like, oh my god, yeah, Haikyuu, woo, 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 right? Turned out they were 16. And then we were in our mid-20s, right? We were like 20, 24, 25, 26, something like that. And they were shocked because like I could definitely tell, like I could tell that they were younger, but they were like, what? You're in your mid-20s? Oh, I thought you were our age. And it's like, nope. No.
Yeah.
Not at all. But like, you know, just you, like, when you're cosplaying from adult media, the initial like assumption is that you were also an adult because you were cosplaying from it, right? Even though I know kids watch adult media all the time, right? But at the same time, it's like, don't put yourself in that position, because like cosplaying a character, especially one who is a very sexual character, is not good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between cosplaying, I don't know. Cuz like even as a like young teen, technically you shouldn't be like watching series like, I don't know. Even like Chainsaw Man's a little bit pushing it, I feel like.
Yeah.
But you could cosplay like Power, let's say. Like
Yeah.
her look is appropriate. It's fully covered,
Yes.
and she's also like a teenager canonically. But don't go cosplaying as like freaking a like, very sexy Makima, which I have seen. Like that, no.
Like, I get it. You're like, you want to look hot as a teenager. I get it. But like, there is definitely a line. Like, there is a line, and it's for good reason, right? Because like after you turn 18, it's like, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. You know, like I don't care what you do. But like, you're when you step into it, it's just like, it's bad. But kind of going back, we kind of got off like track there a little bit.
Thing. Yeah.
But like, yeah, like the double standard, is crazy, right? The double standard is so crazy. And like, I don't know, like I'm really tired of being like a content creator who's always worried about having like me being struck. And it's not even just me, like, because I know like maybe some people are like, well, Stella, you're model, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but like it's not like I sit there and go, oh my god, look at me. Like, that's, I don't just do that. Like, I'll make some jokes from here and there, but I've had friends who don't have models that look like mine, and they've gotten the same thing. You know, like they've gotten the exact same thing. They've gotten like, usually VTubers get hit with the nudity and adult nudity and sexual content, sexual activity, and it's like, for doing what, you know? Meanwhile, like I'll see it because I know a lot of people like, well, maybe it's because you're anime, maybe that's why, maybe they just don't, you know. And but then I see like the straight up hentai and some of those slideshows, I report it and they're like, no violation. And I'm like, huh? What do you mean no violation? Because I'm like, okay, so it's not that we're animated? Is that so it's not that, because this person's not getting struck down for whatever reason. And some of those videos have millions of likes on them.
Oh yeah. It's always like they find no violation when something like goes viral. But if a video is just like, you just posted it and then a few hours later you get hit with the violations, like, oh, you know, it didn't perform that well.
Oh,
so here you go.
Another one too that I saw, another video that I did report this at first, or I reported it and I did not, and it said no violation, but it was this woman, and she was okay. And now another disclaimer. All right. So I don't think breastfeeding is a necessarily a sexual thing, right?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
But this woman was breastfeeding her child as she was like very intently looking at the camera.
I think I know which video because my friend sent it to me too
And
because
I
we were
and
so pissed off about like
yeah, like cuz like again, I'm not going to sit here and be like I think that women should be allowed to just breastfeed. Yeah, right?
no,
But
yeah, yeah.
the intent of the video is what was is it gross, right? Because she's sitting there.
It's very clear when content is uploaded for when it's fetish content.
Yeah, when it's fetish content.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that was clearly fetish content.
Yes. And I reported it and it said no violation and I was
Hmm.
like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
Because I'm like, "Yes, like you like breastfeeding is should not be seen as a sexual thing.
No.
I agree with
Yeah.
that." Right? But
And if the video is done with educational purposes, like, hey, I'm helping
yes.
mothers with this problem, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. But it's like, okay, but why are you filming yourself breastfeeding your child as you're looking at the camera? Like, what is the
Mm,
purpose, right? You're not like sitting there feeding, responding to a comment,
mm-mm.
right? It's like, why did you decided to set up your camera, your phone, you know, pop it out, attach that kid and start looking at that camera as you're filming. Like, what was the purpose in that? Right? Like, it wasn't like she was just sitting there talking to the camera and like
Mm-mm.
talking about a story about being a mother and like all of these things, right? It was not done in the intent of normalizing, breastfeeding,
Yeah.
publicly. It wasn't done in that. It was definitely done to be fetish content, which is really
Yeah.
gross because it's involving a literal baby.
Yes.
Right?
Hmm.
And again, TikTok's like, oh, I don't see
No
anything.
violation.
No
Yeah.
violation. I don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with it. She's just breastfeeding her child. We know
Yeah.
why it's uploaded. Like, use your goddamn
Exactly.
brain.
Yeah.
But I mean, it did get taken down eventually. Like I saw
Yeah.
there was an update and it got taken down eventually. And I'm like, okay, so someone actually watched it,
Perhaps. Yeah.
you know?
But like, I feel like for content creators that like to post more adult content in nature, there's platforms specifically for that. So
Yes.
I don't think you need to go to like a TikTok or a Twitch that have very clear like community guidelines or TOS where they say you can't post sexual content and then they still post it and then the app just lets it go because it's earning them money.
Yep.
That's the double standard that like VTubers and pretty much I know this was a huge problem with anime manga TikTok too. Like
Yep.
it's so I hate posting in a platform where you're like don't know if your next video is going to get your account terminated.
Yes. Oh,
So
absolutely.
that it's like you feel like you're walking on eggshells and then you have those like other people that are clearly violating the guidelines and the app doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, kind of going back with the girl on Twitch, right? Like because
Mhm.
I've seen comments of just like men being really misogynistic about it, and I'm like, look, like we don't have to sit there. We don't like we can criticize this girl without like straight up slut shaming,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And criticize like the entirety of Twitch, right? Because like this girl, she's taking advantage of the fucking system. I guess more power to her. But at the same
Mhm.
time, though, when I think about it, I'm like, but there's also minors on this app. So like, and a lot,
Yes.
and so being like that, I'm just like, oh, it is like it's not an adult space like that. Not
Mm-mm.
in that way, right? Cracking jokes is one thing, right? Like, but being like nude on stream is a whole nother ball game, right? Like that's a
Yeah.
whole nother ball game. I mean, it's kind of the reason I'm not a big fan of Twitter not making themselves just an 18 or 17 plus platform or whatever, because like
Mhm.
there's a lot of
Oh,
porn,
yeah.
there's a lot of prawn on
Mhm.
on Twitter, a lot of that shmentai,
Mm.
and like we can criticize, but at the same time this girl is also making it incredibly harder for just women in general on the platform to be viewed as like real creators, right? Because
Yeah.
like dude, these like the subsection of dudes who are on Twitch, right, who stream, will be like, see, it's easier for girls, and because like X, Y, and
Mhm.
Z, and all of this stuff, and they're just doing it for attention, and it's like, I look, okay, every content creator does things for attention. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like it's not that's not a very specific to girl thing, Like we all like these
Yeah.
attention as
We're not posting content for it to just sit there.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We need the engagement and everything.
We
Like,
like the
yeah.
engagement, but like we like she is like making it harder because it's like there's a few different outcomes that are going to happen. Is that Twitch
Mhm.
is going to let it go, or they're going to crack down on it harder, and it's
Oh
going to
yeah.
be even worse because she keeps pushing at that at the same time, because like I'm like, I don't think she's completely free of like no fault. Like she has fault
Mhm.
because she chose to do that, because at the same time, like, it's not the content itself, it's like where it's placed, and like and also just Twitch not having that double standard,
Yeah.
you know because like I was like on my model, especially my summer outfit, I had to create my Twitch TOS toggle. And essentially it's the booty, that you can kind of see between the legs. And I had, because they don't like that. They were like, they could
Mhm.
ban you for that. So I made a toggle where I got rid of that. Goodbye, butt fangs. I knew you well. I knew you well. But like, at the same time, it's just like I'm so tired of double standards on these platforms when it comes to content, you know? Like I've seen people on YouTube get smacked with that ban hammer because of
Mhm.
their ASMR streams or their
Oh yeah.
ASMR content. And their ASMR content isn't even necessarily sexual, right? It'd be
Mhm.
like I said, it'd be one thing if they're sitting there like moaning into the microphone,
Yeah.
right? And it's
Mhm.
unfortunate because ASM artists have gotten in a lot of flack for it being sexual as well. And when you
Mhm.
go to the ASMR tag, you will see people being sexual too. But you'll see people who are just doing ASMR to do ASMR,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because they like the sound of things, or they like, the tingly feeling it can give you. Because like sometimes ASMR, like I'll hear ASMR and I'm like, ah. Like there's the I don't know if you've ever seen this TikTok live, but have you seen the TikTok live? I don't remember their account name, but it's like this like skeleton man and like this
Oh
elf woman with
yes.
with like the cauldron and like all the little like
Yeah.
rocks and the little spoon, and they're just like
I had to block that account because they were so creepy to me.
they were creepy. I thought they were
Yeah.
kind of endearing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, they're kind of cute, I guess. Like,
I get creeped out by stuff like that.
it's just so funny because like it's so cute. They're sometimes so cute because they like snuggle their little noses together, and I'm just like, oh, it's kind of cute, even though they keep popping up, and I don't know why anyone would actually watch this, but
Oh
like,
no, they get a lot. They would get a lot of views. I accidentally clicked on one.
yeah,
Like, I was
yeah,
like, oh damn.
oh, absolutely. Okay, I have a bone to pick with TikTok Live. TikTok Live is always so weird to me because you'll have like
Oh,
normal
it is.
TikTok
Yeah.
lives, but I
Mhm.
feel like when I like scroll on TikTok Live, if I ever choose to, and
Mhm.
as not very often, and I sometimes feel like I'm like, on the break of, a mental break, you know,
Mhm.
I'm on the brink of a mental break when I go through TikTok Live, but TikTok Live feels
It's just
like
it's all over the
like
place.
what, how do I put it? Like it's almost like junk food, but like in the worst possible way. It's like if I took like a bottle of bleach and drank it. Like that's the kind of like
To
visceral
be
reaction
to
I
me,
have.
TikTok Live is like going to Las Vegas but picking like literally the worst buffet possible. Like everything, the
Yeah.
food just looks like radioactive.
Well, because
Don't
I'm
need
like
it.
I don't because I'm like some of the stuff on it. I'm just like I feel like it should be illegal for me to be viewing some of
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Like there's normal stuff. Like
Yeah.
you'll have me gaming, like whatever, it's doing her thing, and then you'll have people like I don't. doing their arts and crafts, like cool.
Yep. Yep.
And then and then you just get stuff that are like, what the? Who's watching this?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, what is happening?
Although I am a fan of those hamsters that always pop up in TikTok live.
The
They're just running.
hamsters.
Yeah, they're just running around on the little wheel thing.
I've never seen that. I've never seen.
Watch now, you're gonna get it on your For You page, but they're just like
No, but okay, let's real talk. Real talk. I started playing Fortnite, right? When I started it like 2 weeks ago. Never in my fucking life I ever got a Fortnite TikTok. But the moment I started playing it, the moment I started playing it and like talking about it with Jojo, all of a sudden TikTok is now showing me videos of Fortnite and live streams of Fortnite, and I'm like,
yeah,
where did this come from? And
they know.
I'm like, I feel like I'm like, how do you know? I'm like, are you watching me too? I thought I got away with that with Facebook. Like I thought I was safe, but I'm not. I'm not safe at all. These apps are always listening.
TikTok is always listening.
Oh my god.
So now you're gonna get the hamster videos too.
Okay, TikTok, give me the hamster videos. Give it to me.
There's another account. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but they have a Miku and Ray from Evangelion.
Like is it the plushies and they dance?
Yes.
Yeah, and they dance to like Spanish music. And I'm yes. Oh my god, that's my favorite TikTok live.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen it for a while, but that's my favorite TikTok live. I was like, this is so funny. I was like, I don't know why this was so addicting to watch, but it's so funny.
Yeah, it's right with that one. I love it. It's just so random.
I'm just like,
but now there's a girl that it's making like I think she has the Eren Yeager like not the Nendroid, but like the Nendroid, the one that has like posable.
Oh, the Nendroid doll.
Like yeah. So it's just her every single day making that doll dance. And then she'll throw like other Nendroids and stuff, and people are just like, "Oh my god, did you?"
I want a Nendroid.
It's so random. Like she'll sit other characters in the background. She'll throw like the little faceplate of Eren in the background. It's like, oh my god, there he is.
Those are the fun accounts. Those are the fun lives. TikTok live. TikTok live is so strange to me because then you also get videos of like it being like whatever, some lady trying to sell wigs on there and like the wig videos or like
have you gotten the debates?
I hate the debates too. I'm just like, I hate the debates. I also just
you know what understand. I hate too?
What?
And I've seen everyone talk about it. Those TikTok battles.
TikTok
people.
Battles?
Oh, okay. Let me tell you. So, you know how you can send gifts to people streaming, right, on TikTok?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, what the app has been promoting are TikTok battles. Like I literally get notifications from TikTok to go and battle people.
Yeah.
So you'll go on stream. It pairs you up with a random person who's also streaming.
Yeah.
And then you basically battle on who gets the most gifts from their audience in a specific amount of time.
That sounds
so.
I don't
what
like
you've
that.
had. Did you ever watch the Vlog Squad on YouTube, like David Dobrik and all those people?
No.
Oh, so
excuse me.
A lot of them, it's okay. A lot of them are not employed by David Dobrik anymore, so they're not earning that YouTube money that they were used to. So you have those people, especially the oldest one who's in his like 50s, going on TikTok for like 8 to 12 hours a day, begging his audience for money.
That's crazy.
And doing TikTok battles.
That's crazy.
Daily for 8 hours. Like, just get a job.
Yeah, get a job at this point. Like, I also saw, I used to get these, and I think TikTok cracked down on them, but they, like, lives where people were doing, scratch tickets. And they
Yeah.
would go through and they would just do scratch tickets like constantly. Like that was the entire life, was just some like dude would buy like a full stack of scratch tickets, which were like thousands of dollars, and just go through the whole thing doing
Mhm.
scratch tickets on live. And I'm like, isn't that against TOS? Like, that's gambling,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's
And so like I saw those all the time as well. I don't think I haven't seen them in a while, so I think they got cracked down on them. But like
mhm.
I also hate when you're like scrolling on TikTok and you accidentally click on a live, and then now it gives you the lives. Like, and it
Mhm.
keeps giving you them like the same person over, and you're like, no, I don't want to see this person.
Yeah, it does
It
that.
was an accident. It was an accident. I was just scrolling. And then now you're like, oh, you want to see this person more? No, I don't want. I don't want that. Put it away. I
Yeah,
don't want it.
like the thing with like Twitch and TikTok with like what this later half of the conversation, like I know like sometimes like maybe us as creators push the guidelines a little bit, but we don't violate them.
No.
Like
Oh,
we're very
absolutely not.
careful. But there are people that knowingly know that they're almost like either violating the guidelines or just like so close.
Yep.
They're aware of it and they know they haven't either been, manually reviewed by the platform or, you know, there's one thing to just like benefit from it because I've also seen like fitness, and I'm using like air quotations that you can't see, like fitness accounts that are just running on the treadmill, no bra, clear, like almost transparent shirt.
Yep. Like they're
And
not
that is,
actually doing content. They're not actually
mm-mm,
exercising to exercise. They are doing essentially fetish content.
yeah. And the platform is completely okay with that.
They're like, well,
And
technically, she's running on a treadmill, and that's
yeah,
totally fine. And it's like, okay.
it's just frustrating that that is apparently allowed and then almost like book talk and manga talk and all
Well, okay.
VTubers, we're all walking on eggshells.
So it's funny because like it's not funny, but like there was a girl who a few months ago got banned on the platform for only 7 days. 7 days.
Uh-huh.
And it was because she was on Twitch getting it's Pound
Uh
Town from behind on
oh,
Twitch. Yeah. And yeah,
no.
I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Like, yeah, you couldn't see anything, but oh, she was making those sounds and it was live, and like you could see like you
Uh,
could see him behind her and like all of that stuff. Like, and she only got banned for 7 days.
that's crazy.
No permaban, just 7 days. Like, and the reason is because she was drunk
Uh,
or she was drinking or something like that. And it's like, oh well, she wasn't full.
oh.
And I'm like, no, when I get drunk, you know what I don't do? You know
Yeah,
what I don't do?
you don't go streaming your sexy times like
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. And here's something that like really bothers me, right? Is like I've
uh-huh.
been drunk and I've been like drunk out of my mind, like even blackout drunk, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
even though I'm drunk and like yes, you can't always make good decisions.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing is that there are still like lines you don't cross. Like if you're
Oh,
drunk
yeah,
and you
yeah.
kill someone, you're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're not
well,
gonna use that, yeah, as
yeah.
your excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you were still you can still think. Like it's not like you
Yeah.
don't like it's not like you completely lose all senses of everything when you're drunk. Like yes, your
No, no, no.
decision making isn't good and it's maybe not always informed, right?
Mm-mm.
But like I would never even think about like yeah, let me just turn on the camera and just like go at it, like
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
live on Twitch, like I would never do that.
Stella, do you know what I did one time on TikTok Live when I got drunk?
What?
This this was like when was this? Did I have blue hair or purple hair? I don't even know. But uh I got really drunk one time, and
Uh-huh.
this was when I was like doing the streams with like showing my face and stuff. And I went, oh, because I had someone in chat tell me, did you know there's a Hirotaka body pillow? So I was like, no, please send that link over to me.
Oh no.
So then I get the link sent over. Freaking body pillow is like was like almost like $100.
Yeah. What did
And
you
I was
buy
like, ha
it?
ha ha! I was like, ha ha! Look, Hirotaka. And then like I clicked on the next picture because the first one is like him fully dressed. The
Yeah.
second one was him in his boxers with a holding the switch or something. I was like, oh, Hirotaka. So I was like, bye.
Yeah. And like, oh, okay. Yeah. But
You
you
know
like
what you know what the sadder thing is,
what?
other than me spending $100 on a
What?
body pillow thing?
What?
That thing never arrived. It took like half a year.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't think you've ever told me that you've had one. So I was like,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think you ever received it, did you?
No, no, no. And like it never arrived. So then I emailed the store, ignored. I
Yep.
emailed them again. They ignored me again. Thankfully, I was drunk, but I still used PayPal.
Yep. Well,
So then,
that's the thing is like I think like that's a decision that like yes I can
yeah,
understand that
I
being
just countered it
influenced.
with PayPal, and it worked. They gave me my money back.
Yeah. But like even though you were like influenced by like
Mhm.
you were under the influence and all that stuff,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
you were drinking and stuff like that. You made a decision that probably wasn't a great decision because if you weren't drunk,
Mm-mm.
you probably would have been like, I'm too sketched out by this website or something like that,
Yeah, I would have been
right?
like $100. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but like you still like the thing is as a creator, you have
Mm-hmm.
a responsibility to know your limits and understand yourself enough not to
Mm-hmm.
freaking do something stupid live, right?
Exactly.
Like even when I don't really drink very much anymore, but like when I
Mm-hmm.
did, I had there was an incident. I it was like one of the first times I had ever actually drank and I think got drunk. And
Mm-hmm.
it was for like a coworker's birthday. And so I went over to her place and we were like drinking and all this stuff. And I remember I had this dude messaging me and he was like an old uh like boss of mine, not boss, he's like a
Mm-hmm.
supervisor, so he was like
Okay.
above me but he wasn't like a boss if you get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And he was messaging me, which I no longer worked at that place anymore, but he was messaging me because he was asking me, oh, how are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm good and blah blah
yeah.
blah, just being nice and stuff. And then he like asked me out and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I have
Mm-hmm.
a boyfriend." And he's like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't really matter now, does it?" And I was like
Oh.
I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "First of all, yes, it does." And I was like, I literally told my friend, I was sitting there with my coworker, like my friend, and I was like, just because I'm drunk doesn't mean I know that this isn't wrong. Like, I know this is wrong. I might be
Mm-hmm.
drinking and I might be drunk, but I know this is wrong, right? But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I still had the, even though like you're okay, here's the thing. Your morals will still pretty much
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
there, right? Like my moral of like not cheating on my partner, on my boyfriend at the time, like didn't, like wasn't affected by the alcohol. It was just like I just knew
You
it was
still know,
wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
still
yeah,
knew it was wrong because non-drunk, like sober me would say it's wrong. And so
yeah.
drunk me will also say it's wrong. But that's the thing is like I feel like alcohol just kind of strips down yourself and it makes you kind of like more of a truer version of yourself most of the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Some people get angry when they're drunk though, or really sad. But like
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
usually
sure.
like a very raw version of themselves though,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I just felt like this girl did that. She that thing happened on stream and she only got a 7-day ban. Like that was all she got. Like a 3 or 7
That's
day
wild.
ban. Yeah. No, it was the most wild thing. And we've seen other stuff like that happen where like there was a not like like that girl, but like more like the initial girl we're talking about who was like just kind of topless on stream. Like we saw like a body painter, some girl doing body painting, but she was definitely being very sexual with it. Like her like title of her stream was like was hinting at like very sexual, and like I mean, even on top of that, like when right before they put in the hot tubs, pools, and like whatever category on Twitch, right? Like I think it was it Amaranth was the one who kind of pioneered that, I guess. You know, like they implemented a whole category because it was happening, right? And the thing is like I've seen in hot tubs and pools and stuff like that, and a lot of times they are purposely trying to be sexual or like fetishy content. And that's what I think really bothers me, is that like it's this double standard of like, well, technically it's fine, even though it's obviously fetish content, and then on top, like, the VTuber is getting banned for whatever fucking reason. Sometimes I do think it's just. Sometimes I definitely do think it's just, but there's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't think that was really, it's not really fair, you know?
They just need to be more consistent across the board, whether it's like a virtual, avatar or whatever, or a real life human body. Like they have to, the same rules apply to everyone.
Yep.
In the same way, because if they're allowing it on the human body but not on the freaking virtual body, then what the?
I don't understand. I'm like, I don't get it.
Just make it make sense.
Because art is usually it's funny because art is usually perceived differently on the platform.
Yeah.
Right? Like someone drawing is fine, because like when Neanners got banned, like they didn't think there was any problem with it, because what had happened was, so a artist named Diariku, who did the art and the rigging of this model, she did it live on stream. Like she was doing, like she drew it on stream, and she was like rigging it on stream. And, you know, she was like, I didn't think there'd be a problem because I was literally rigging and drawing it on stream live. So if Twitch didn't get me then why would it get it for Neanners? But they ended up updating their TOS, saying that it has to be like, if you're using it as your virtual self, then it has to follow the guidelines. But if someone's just drawing it doesn't. Which I'm like, I feel like there's not really much of a difference, to be honest. But whatever.
Yeah,
it's still a drawing.
Yeah, that's weird. But
you know, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Just don't know double standards, please. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right.
Well, it's the holidays.
It is the holidays. 'Tis the season to be.
Yeah.
Totally. Haha. Yeah. As you guys see, I have a new outfit. I didn't address it in the beginning, but this is my Christmas outfit that I'm using. Made not by me, made by I went to a website that was pretty cool, I guess, that has outfits called VTEM, and I rigged it to my model. So yeah, Christmas outfits, yay,
yay, it's Christmas time.
It is, 'tis the season. But yeah. Follow us on all of our socials, Shojo Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok. Apple Podcasts, TikTok, all of those places. So
all those places.
Follow us, and then follow us individually. Stella Luna 5555, pretty much on every platform. I actually think, I think.
I think you are. Yeah, I'm just loud on Yusuf.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Just everywhere. So yes,
it's everywhere.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.